watching The Political Vigilante. Know of the case. We're in the middle of the pandemic. There's some serious stuff we need to address, but it's also being used as another distraction. The whole world is shut down. No one can go anywhere. Maybe it's time to start hunting down pedophile sex traffickers like Ghislaine Maxwell, who attended Jeff Bezos' secretive writers' retreat. Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the history of the human race. Oh, we've talked about Bill Gates' ties to Epstein. Now we're gonna find little Jeffy Bezos, that bald-headed motherfucker. That greedy, bald-headed motherfucker hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh, was it a long time ago before we knew how bad Epstein was? No. Jeffrey Epstein's ex-gal pal and alleged fixer, Ghislaine Maxwell. Oh God, there's a typo here. I'm sorry. This was in the New York Post and in Vox. Let me rewrite this. Jeffrey Epstein's ex-gal pal and pedophile sex trafficker, Ghislaine Maxwell. We know this from Virginia Roberts Giuffre. We know this from Maria Farmer. She is an evil, vile piece of shit who's probably hiding out somewhere in the UK thanks to the Rothschilds. But I just wanted to rewrite this from the New York Post. I'll put the link in the show notes. Sorry. Was a guest at Amazon CEO's Jeff Bezos' secretive writers retreat last year. This article came out in the fall of 19, so 2018. 2018. 2018. 9 years after Epstein was arrested and convicted for being a pedophile in Florida, got that sweetheart deal from Acosta. Acosta was appointed by Trump. Trump is tangled in. Trump has done nothing to prosecute these people. Nothing. So all those QAnon fuckos that think Trump is some hero that's going to bring down all the pedophiles, why isn't this monster behind bars? Oh, because William Barr is part of the plan to not do anything. But let's get back to our boy Jeffy Bezos. She attended the secretive campfire retreat just weeks before the bombshell Miami Herald investigation resurfaced Epstein's crimes. The Miami Herald started tracking Epstein after the 2009 case. Got interviews with all these people. But we know this from talking to Whitney Webb. Again, look at my Epstein playlist, my Epstein stack on Rockfin. We know this. Maria Farmer came forward in 1996, and the media and the FBI did nothing. Did nothing. I'm going to do another video. I've got the phone call with Maria Farmer from Whitney Webb. Whitney's going to tell me which sections I can use to talk about. So we're going to go through some of that phone call with Maria, because we're going to get more into it. But I've already done several videos on this now. Yeah, everyone's worried about COVID. So it's a serious thing, but no one's talking about Epstein. I am. That's why you come here. That's why you get to watch a vegan who wears a collared shirt every once in a while. One of the sources maintained that Maxwell had attended 3 campfires, 3 rich asshole retreats, including 2018, but that Maxwell was not an attendee at the campfire 2019 held in early October. Yeah, because Epstein had already been arrested and then murdered in prison. Arrested in July, and I remember when they denied his bail, I said, oh, he's never making it out of there alive. The Whitney Webb interview that I did, she uncovered more of this, and Maria Farmer said Les Wexner is the head of the snake. Ghislaine Maxwell is pure evil. Epstein was like not the head. He was like the second or third, he was like a VP. Les Wexner was is the head of the American snake. His ties to Mossad. Vicky Ward, who went around getting patted on the back of being this amazing journalist talking about she uncovered the Epstein stuff. No, she gave the sanitized Disney version of what happened. Maria Farmer talked to her. Vicky Ward then went and had drinks with monster pedophile sex trafficker Ghislaine Maxwell. She gave up her source to cozy up to Ghislaine Maxwell, who's palling around with Jeff Bezos. Do you see how the ruling classes are pieces of shit? They're vile pieces of shit. Innocent until proven guilty for the 99%. The 1%, they're guilty until proven guilty. Fuck them. I can say that on Rockfin. A secretive 2011 dinner in Long Beach, California, attended by Bezos and other tech CEOs, was also attended by Epstein. 2011. But Bill Gates, it was one of the tech billionaires. This dinner. Oh, remember this? I did a video on this. Bill Gates met with Jeffrey Epstein many times despite his past. He claims he met Epstein in 2011. That's a bold-faced lie. Maria Farmer, and there's corroborating evidence to show Bill Gates and Epstein knew each other back in the 90s. She said that, and other Epstein survivors have said this, but there's other corroborating evidence. And I always love showing this. This is the head of JP Morgan. This is the former Treasury Secretary. This is Bill Gates. And this guy worked at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And what a weird twist of events. He became Jeffrey Epstein's, the executor of his will, after he hung himself with a paper t-shirt in a prison where the video just walked out on its own two legs, and the only people charged thus far are two bumbling security guards. Yeah. That's like when John Wilkes Booth kills Lincoln in front of everybody at the Ford Theater. They arrest the ushers because they let Booth in without a ticket. That's what that is. That's the bullshit that is. But let's not forget, here's the flight logs. March 1st, 2013. So 4 years after Epstein pled guilty and served time. Now, granted, it was bullshit sweetheart deal served time, but served time for being a pedophile in Florida in 2009. 4 years after that, March 1st, Teterboro to Palm Beach, Bill Gates. Flight logs on Jeffrey Epstein's Lolita Express. Did he go to his island in the Virgin Islands? All these filthy billionaires know each other. Bill Gates, he's coming up with a vaccine solution. And Jeff Bezos, we know Bezos is a good guy because, he fired a strike worker who didn't want to die stuffing envelopes for minimum wage at an Amazon service center in Staten Island. Chris Smalls led workers who demanded protective gear. They just didn't want to go to work and die from COVID-19. They just wanted protective gear. Jeff Bezos fired him. So he's hanging out with a pedophile sex trafficker, friend and fixer, who is a pimp for Epstein. And then he fired. The ruling class, they're vile pieces of shit. Bill de Blasio orders an investigation into the dismissal. Yeah, I'm sure that'll go nowhere. More democratic hand-wringing and token gestures. Like Bernie and AOC voting for this $4.25 trillion bailout to the banks, then giving these speeches out and blaming the Republicans to keep us divided, thinking that there's two teams, the Republicans and Democrats, and which ones are we on? No. There's the ruling class pieces of shit, and then there's all of us. We're all like people like Chris Smalls. Chris Smalls didn't want to die at work. and he started a protest just for workers' rights. He got fired for that. I lost my home, and 6 million other people lost their homes because piece of shit Obama and piece of shit dementia rapist Joe Biden let the fucking banks steal my fucking home. So fuck them. Fuck these billionaire sex trafficking pedophile pieces of shit. Jeff Bezos fired a guy that just wanted protective gear and hazard pay. What is the threat, Jeff Bezos? Paying this guy a livable wage to stuff your envelopes in the middle of a pandemic? You think that's going to threaten your what? Your new $165 million home. The 3 most ridiculous things about Jeff Bezos' new $165 million mansion. When you're the richest man in the world, why not spend millions of dollars on a 9-acre palace? You don't have to. You know, you could $165 million giving all your employees protective gear and hazard pay. Jeff Bezos has made $24 billion since the pandemic started. Just since because everyone's shopping on Amazon because people are afraid the stores are closed, and he's making record profits. He's worth $158 billion, and he fires a guy who doesn't want to die in his fucking plant. And he hangs out with Ghislaine Maxwell. Guilty until proven guilty. That's the new law for the 1%. People say immigrants took your job. An immigrant didn't take your job. A billionaire did. You're not getting, in the middle of this pandemic, we should be getting free health care, Medicare for all, $2,000 a month UBI, rent freezes, mortgage freezes. You can't lay anybody off, hazard pay for frontline workers. But we don't get that because he just can't get enough. Because if I give in to this guy who doesn't want to die working in a shipping plant, then what? Then what? You have $158 billion. You could give up 157 of it, end homelessness in America. All your employees get great wages, benefits. It would infuse all this money back into the economy. More people would have more money to shop on Amazon, and you could still live in a $165 million house. There's rooms in that house he's never going to go in. What a fucking bag of shit. There's more. I just drove through LA yesterday. There's more tent cities than I've ever seen in the 20 years I've lived here. It's heartbreaking. But I'm not a soulless cocksucker that fires a guy that doesn't want to die working for me. Shave your knuckles for justice. It's time for a general strike. Billionaire, pedophile, sex traffickers squeezing every nickel out of all of us. How can I profit during a pandemic? Yeah, maybe we'll just let a bunch of people die. Bill Gates will give me the vaccine before everybody else gets it anyway. That's why you get your news here and not from the corporate media. Because they don't cover this. They'll put out a little article on a website, but this won't be like mainstream, prime time, talking about it 24/7. Rachel Maddow's not going to talk about this for 3 fucking years, like she's talking about Russia. Liar, millionaire liar. You got to listen to a comedian in his apartment. My 1-bedroom rent-controlled apartment because Obama let the bank steal my home. Fuck the 2 parties. Fuck the ruling class. Shave your knuckles for justice. Hey everybody, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification button and the subscribe button, even if you've done it before, because they're unsubscribing, many of you, every day. Watch the ads all the way through. If you click skip ad, I don't get paid. Also, support us at patreon.com/GrahamElwood or rockfin.com/GrahamElwood. Rockfin.com is a blockchain cryptocurrency platform. All my videos are on Rockfin ad-free. Thanks for watching.